I am not a financial expert, but for any person who has followed me for a while, no munim say if there's one thing I don't joke about, it's the my personal finance, right? When it comes to personal finance, I don't joke about it. So I try as much as possible to read on personal finance. In fact, I've read a lot of books on personal finance, and sometimes when I speak, you think that I am trained as a financial expert, but mean see classroom crowd as a financial expert, Darby. Now, with my knowledge on personal finance and then what I've read and then what I've tried in Ghana, Krano, for people who know, you know that just few weeks to come, maybe launching my book. And the title of the book is The Ghanaian Investor, A Practical Guide to Investing in Ghana. 1st January, I'll be launching this book, right? For people who know, you know. If you don't know, then you are hearing it for the first time. So you'd want to wait for 1st January. Now, this book is practically what you invest in Ghana. What I have tried in Ghana, Juma Mame, practical, make one so that you'd also look into it. So we need you to announce why. Now, the reason why I am telling you all these things, and it's a maybe analysis after this particular flyer. Now, my analysis new year, you understand why I think say Ato Forson has to be praised by every single Ghanaian. You understand why Ato Forson is on track to probably become the best finance minister we've ever had in the history of this country, as far as 2008 is concerned, right? As far as 2008, as far as the Fourth Republic is concerned, you understand why Ato Forson is on track, because he's doing something ebin sida ewo Ghana. Okay, he's on track. Oye bibia ebin sida wo Ghana. Na empaibo say it will not just be a 1-year wonder. Say continuously no ebeye sa. Na if it moves or continuously a year the eba besino so continuously no see for at least His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne 4 years na ebeye record bia ebeye dense obi betumi breaki, and for ono Ato Forson ankasa no ebeye record bia ebe propel no said that chi bi obetumi gina so e dia ba be di president ewo Ghana. Mr. Momontre mo adwen ewo comment box, and then your first time we have subscribing na click the notification bell so here is our latest news be about and we are going to go into the analysis, don't worry. But subscribing na click the notification bell so here is our latest news be about one sa ebeka obi biara nefu eso so wutie mi na wefu so na opese wefu eko form in 10 mo book na ewo screen so no me recommend ama book no betra wonyama miensa na sa nyama miensa no udi so pepepe a wefu beko form book no me na me troye. Now the reason why I wrote the book and say embre bi na mefu eni, right? Na me nyama miensa bi me ye no ene ma mefu eba bete ye eno na me dia true book enti no ohia ope book ni bi ato a 100 cedis pe fra 055-807-4986 ofre ana WhatsApp number where you be send book na ma you be send ni PDF na ma e wo WhatsApp ana ni tree video e wo WhatsApp obi a wo hwe wo YouTube no, there is a link in the comment box o click esa link ne so a format bi a wo pe bia no benya book ne format bia wo benya so wo hwe wo Facebook in so a eno so be hu link no o click ana won sa aka enti no yenko eye Ato Forson in sem ne so. Now also Cedi on the brink of first ever annual appreciation against the US dollar post redenomination. For the very first time in 16 years since Ghana redenomination, the Cedi has always depreciated against the dollar. The Cedi has constantly depreciated against the dollar. So you know what some people did, right? Or more pay investment, some of them. And at a point in time, under President Akufo-Addo, I think even me, I encouraged people, say it is better to be buying dollars. Because we check a track record now, the Cedi had never beaten the dollar. And it was a good investment. And I remember very well, very, very well, around, I think this should be around 2014. 2014, Mishia Mami bi ana oye big woman. And she was telling me, say the investments are what year? A year or $2. And around that time, now you'll be a $2. Annual appreciation and a depreciation, the dollar, right? The annual appreciation rate of the dollar was even beating some of our local investments like the Treasury bill. So in 2008, the Cedi depreciated by 20% against the dollar. So it simply meant, say, in 2008, Obi Biara wato dollar and maintain by the end of the year, no, we had 20% of that value because the Cedi depreciated. And so it was good. Inti no na de obeya ne say $2 ne kipi. In 2009, the Cedi depreciated by 15%. In 2010, it depreciated by 1%, and no, it was not bad. In 2011, it depreciated by 8%. In 2012, it depreciated by 15%. In 2013, it depreciated by 12%. In 2014, it depreciated by 41%. Huge. Into check a track record now. Yanfane say obi ewo investment plan. Say, media say every month. Yanfane say in 2008, someone had an investment plan. Say, media say every month. Media meto $100. May ya be a friend of dollar cost averaging. Meto $100 every month. Be a de menyana meto de menyana by 4 to 5 years. Why? Because so check 4 to 5 years now. The city was always depreciating. And it was always, that has always been the case for Ghana. Ever since Kufuor time, it has always been the case for Ghana. Say, the dollar was always defeating the city. And that is the record to show. Double figures. As some of the figures are dollar ni beating the city in the crown. You are not going to get it anywhere. Imagine that you do an investment, right, in any government instrument, and then you are getting 40% a year. It is unheard of. You are not going to get it. But some people got it because the city was depreciating. And it has always been the case. For people who silently knew this form of investment, on one milk system, but for the very first time, in 2025, the cedi has beaten the dollar by 25%. Now, what it simply means, and they say, and the Ghana ni bia wukita ni cedi. I will say, for the year 2025, means enko dollars na mikra mi cedi no. In that year 2025 no, sa Ghana ni no ebenya mfaso se wosesa sa cedi no ko dollars mo a obenya mfaso esin obi a no wukra ne dollars. And that is the track record that it shows sa de no ensi da ewo Ghana. Obi be bisa say inti ade we ehun mfaso ne sen. Yes, mfaso ne say basically no Ghana ni bia okwa abrochi kokko kra nyama eba bia no obenya mfaso. Because ebia last year okoje enyama enye ne enim edwadifo se ne omoye sometimes omokokoje enyama ewo on loan until later, maybe after 6 months, after 1 year, no ababechi. Until Ghana ni bia last year, okokoje nya maybe $100,000, $1 million. Ende I was a wokoko tiano. Ende sa Ghana ni no ebetia less. Until bia last year, okoje bibi $1 million. Ende anke wo se ebia sa last year ne calculation no na anke wo se utia 15 million Ghana cedis. And that person 10 million Ghana cedis, or at most, what the influence dollar near 12 grana, or 12 million Ghana cedis. What it simply tells you, they say, Sa Ghana nino a save extra 3 million Ghana cedis. Into Ghana Jadinino, we nya extra 3 million. We save sika. Ananka sika no be to media ye before fro. So it tells you that Ghana Jadinino, we nya sika. Ghana ni na wawa abrochire ana okwa abrochi ana okosku abrochi ayehwe ni from fie no ende ɔno nso nya sika because ɔsesa ne dollars na ayɛ more ɛwɔ abrokyerɛ. So this is the very first time a bibi say AC. Na Ghana fo mo abrokyerɛ na mo bedi adanseɛ. Say first no mo na mo de musika ba mo ba besesa ɛwɔ Ghana Cedi mu a na afi mo nya ne bebree. Nanso when the Ghana ni mom ɛsesa ne sika ne kɔ dollars mu a ɔno mo no onya ne bebree. Ensi da. And this is the first time as sa record yi senya uhui and Ato Forson. But senya me kano year no a NDA. And so Ato Forson has done well. But me mpa ebone say it shouldn't be a 1 year wonder. Let us continue with these gains no, so that at least next year, next 2 years, answer na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama be free so no, na ya set this record we at all. It is for Ato Forson himself. So to me, bomodena record we was set here. His path to the presidency, clear cut, and that. But so far, you share all the finance ministers are based on some metric we none can be compared to Ato Forson. Won't try your comment box the moment I say.